There are several components to any bullying situation. There's the bully, there's the victim, there's the bystander, and then I'm going to introduce something to you that is key to understanding and stopping bullying in your life. I'm Jennifer Dillon from Bounce Back Generation. We're a nonprofit that creates and shares tools that build resilience. Resilience is about personal power. It's about understanding how to overcome trauma. You can target the things that you want in your life and exert that power from an authentic place. And that comes from a feeling of inner strength. When we don't feel inner strength, we seek it outside of ourselves. The way in which you seek inner power is what this video is all about. We believe that all of you guys who are watching us are heroes. You are on a hero's journey through life, and every one of your adversities and challenges is an opportunity for you to build up that superpower that you have inside. Let's start by talking to the bully. I am not here to make you feel bad. So please understand where I'm coming from. For all of the roles here, I'm just talking generically about how people behave in different situations. It is generally true that someone who has authentic personal power does not need to go and take it from someone else. The urge to be a bully is coming from a place of deficit, of somewhere where you are not feeling powerful in your own life. And it is a shortcut, or it feels like an easy shortcut, to go and find someone who appears weaker and then do something so that other people can see that you are more powerful than that person. Does it actually give you more power? It feels like it at first. It's a sugar high. You get that power, but it doesn't actually fix the deficit that's inside. You're constantly seeking ways to get that feeling of power. That's part of what you're here to do. You're here to figure out, where are the parts of my soul and my psyche that I need to understand. And oftentimes trauma, and that's why we talk so much about trauma, trauma can leave a dip, leave a ditch, leave a hole somewhere that needs to be filled. And the way that we fill them is through our building blocks. You get the things that you didn't have. And one of those things is safety and protection. Protection is one of our building blocks. Now, let me talk to the victim. If you're a victim, something about you is signaling that you are vulnerable, that you are available for being bullied by someone who feels a deficit. That's not your fault. You are just being yourself. The thing that we need as a species is for people to be different, because every time someone is different, there is growth. Now, the problem is that difference goes against our mental need to have sameness. And the reason we want sameness is because we want to know that that person is part of our tribe. Now, let's look at the bystander. What is the bystander doing? There's a couple things that are happening for the bystanders. They don't want to be in the line of fire. They don't want to become prey to the predator. So we do a lot of very similar behaviors that animals do. We try to freeze up, like, oh, you don't see me, or you join in the pack so that you're kind of lost in, oh, we're all going to pile on and we're on your side, bully. Or they stand back in a way and kind of are grateful that they're not the one who's being attacked at this moment. All right, so what is the victim supposed to do? The one who's being bullied, that unique, shining, different person. If you are not harming anyone else and you are not harming yourself, but you want to be able to express your difference, we should have a world, in which you are protected and safe in doing that. Well, we don't. This is about power. What you want to do is balance out the power structure. So if the bully feels like they have more power, you need to balance that out. You have a right to go and seek power from other sources. The bully does too, but they may not be aware of it. They may be looking to you to help them feel better inside. You're going to go and look for the people that are supposed to be there, the structures that are supposed to be there to increase your power. So what the bullied person needs to do is to look at the power structure. First, ask yourself, is there a residual power inside of myself that I can exert? Is there something I can say back? Is there something personally I could do? Is there something I can do back to the bully? And I'm not saying be aggressive or violent.
Verbally fighting back.
If you're actually afraid for your safety, your life, anything, you need to go to the next level up in your power structure. That could be your parent, that can be your teacher, that can be a group that you feel part of, that you feel like by being part of that group that gives you group power. that you can join into or go and be with. The next level might be the principal of the school, the administration. If that doesn't work, then you keep going up the ladder, and you can see here that you hit, law enforcement. You can go to a lawyer. Continue to seek out power. And this is where people will say, well, that's snitching. No, snitching is when you tell on something when it's none of your business or it's not affecting you. Reporting to power structures whose job is to protect you is not snitching. Now let's go back to the person who's being bullied. When somebody comes at you for something about yourself and attacks that thing, oftentimes what a bullied person will do will pick up on it and will do it to themselves. They will say, yeah, one person can say, I don't like you. And you can think that applies to the entire world. And please remember where this comes from. It comes from another person feeling that they lack full power.
Why you reading, bitch?
Because I like to read, and this is a really good book.
You're a really good bitch, bitch.
Why you gotta bother me, man?
Because I'm not doing very well at school. I'm reading at a 3rd grade level. I really don't want to get left back. So when I see somebody reading for fun, it makes me feel that much more stupid. And then I get mad.
I didn't know that.
True power is when you have enough power that it doesn't feel like an empty gas tank that needs to be filled up. It's extra. You have enough to help others. You will know you have enough power, authentic power, when you feel strong enough to not only feel comfortable in yourself, but to be able to help others. Remember, if someone is not hurting themselves, they're not hurting you, they're not hurting other people, they should feel that they can coexist in this balanced power environment. And that's what we're going for. That's the goal. And that's where all of us can carry our own authentic power.